Okay. Gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to one of the videos. We are playing a classic, not quite to the level of Age of Empires, but rather Cossacks, European Wars. Game made on a quarter of the budget of Age of Empires. But as you can see, if you know what you're doing, it turns into a frantic mess. So we'll start with a random map. Maybe I'll play some of the main missions. I'll play a random mission first. Let's see. I will be Prussia, and I'll fight Austria. In many ways it's still built the same way as Age of Empires. The difference is villagers and cannon are caught without any guards to protect them. Buildings, when they blow up, they blow up. Boop, boop. For this one I just want to use the cheats, so hold on. The company was, I think, from Ukraine. I think that's where they were from. And they mainly did this, and I think one or two other things. I think they did a lot of point-and-click adventures. They never quite got the English translations down right, I noticed. The scale at the time was one of the biggest things. Plus, you didn't see many games like this. Set in this era. You can have like 5,000 units on a field. Now, nowadays, that's not as impressive as it once was, but you know, the spectacle can still be pretty impressive. A lot of the DLC and the spin-offs kept on adding numbers to it. And to that I say, neat. As far as I'm aware, this is the OG version of it. Some mines, farms, a lot heavier based on resources. For example, you have so many guns, but the thing is that if you aren't careful, what will happen is, if you run out of coal, you won't be able to fire your guns anymore. And if you run out of coin, your army revolts. If you run out of food, people literally start dropping dead. Cannon are sort of point and click. They are very, very wide area brutal. This game has a special place in my heart because of the multiplayer, which was one of the first games I ever played multiplayer online on GameSpy. We did alright. We found one way around the standard rule of not allowing you to have any fortresses like these. If you play as the Portuguese, their shipyards double up as fortresses. Activate the balloon. As you can tell, everything's moving very, 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 very fast, and that is because, quite honestly, the game can't handle modern day processors. They tried to make they made a sequel of sorts using the same engine years later. It was a tie-in game for the movie Alexander, the one with what was his name? Colin Farrell. Start mass producing these motherfuckers in droves. Most of the game was often set in different eras. It was normally the sort of pike and shot era. The 17th century. So you'd have things like the Protestant Wars, the early colonial wars, and a shit ton of stuff in places like Poland and Ukraine. They also tried to put a story in altogether, but it didn't really work in my opinion. We still need more food. So another one of these. We don't have a lot of land to work with. Basically, once your city started getting bombed, it was more or less all over. You were royally boned. Here is the Austrians doing Austrian things. I also got a strange vibe from this game, that they didn't like the English too much. The English were often portrayed as the bad guys when they're even in the game at all. Which, you have to wonder about that. Mines would be a population sink. It was mental. Although I'm putting tons of cheats in, doesn't matter too much. The multiplayer me and my friend used to get up to was just amazing. I'm actually going to show him this video afterwards. Right, mate? Imagine if you were here, we'd start dishing out the responsibilities. Dishing out? What the fuck is dishing out? Where are we at? Where are we at? What are we doing? What are we doing? Where are we at? What are we doing? So I'll play this, and then I'll start doing some of the campaign missions. Now, you used to be able to build like one of the biggest things. Oh, nice dig, and fair enough. You gotta do you. I have to remember to look over at the screen a couple of times. See, I'm not missing anything in the chat, you know? Mines are just like powder kegs ready to blow up. Look at that. Pretty. Kind of reminds you a little bit of World of Warcraft. Not World of Warcraft, Warcraft 2. The Tides of Darkness. It's called Tides because obviously we now can actually have people. And I have at least 4 of these motherfuckers. As far as I can tell, you don't run out of resources. We almost have enough of a fleet just to destroy them as it is, but there's no fun in that. So this fleet will guard our homeland. Damn. Grenadiers don't have the range, but they're good if you can't afford cannon. And of course, this is the one you really want early on. You just hire mercenaries to beat the living shit out of your enemies for you. One of my proudest things in school was we used to have a class for, well, computer class, right? And I always remember I turned around one day. I got this working on my computer, right? I brought it in from home, got it working. And I turned around, and sure enough, there was the entire class all fascinated. They had seen video games before, but they'd never seen a strategy video game before. They'd never seen one quite like this. That was pretty good. Okay, I'm biting a little bit more than I can chew. Okay, that's enough of a fleet for now. I never used them in formation. There was one time we were playing and my friend and we had decided to invade, I think it was the Turks, or the Ottomans, and they were allied with the Algerians. And we picked them as enemies because we were trying to train ourselves for multi, and they are very gimped for late game. And we always played the English because late game in the English I always think are great. So we ended up 70. So we ended up invading them, like what I'm about to do there across the channel. Alright, that'll be enough. And we landed, and we had gotten so much wrong with the landing. They had even coordinated their defense, and we watched as our army just got slaughtered in this valley. It was very cool in a way, but at the same time very shitty for us. Of course, I can't attack without cannon. Or rather, I won't let them attack without cannon. 10 ought to do it. But it was definitely a learning experience. Look how frantic everything is. Look for this douchebag. You didn't want to work, well, you're going to work in the mines. This is a nice soundtrack. It's not the actual game soundtrack, I learned my lesson. Okay, I think that's the army. Now all we need to do is start building them. I don't think we need that many transports, but still. I love the design of everything. This game, you have to be very careful when you land your troops, how much space you have. Yeah, that's clearly more than enough. 80 a pop. Gotta try to remember that. AI had a lot to be desired for. They couldn't afford the very smart AI of Age of Empires 2. So you'd have moments like this. It made up for it with spectacle when you could pull it off, right? Economies for big armies are the big issue of this game. That is why I'm going to go and come on. 30, 40, 50, 60. Alright, where are the rest of them? Alright, you three go up there for now. So what I'll do is, I will send the fleet here. 4. And they will go and land. No, they'll go and start bombarding the enemy fleet. The enemy, well, the enemy base, really. Ah, bollocks, see what I mean? I'm gonna pretend that didn't happen. I bit off more than I could chew, so let's wrap it up. See, now they're coming in to try to attack us on the beach before we're too organised. However, we've got cannon and cavalry. Feel sorry for them. No, our horses. See all those little drops everywhere? That's shrapnel. Let's just move them into town and let them do the rest. See, when you take over a building, you can actually have a chance to save them if you want it. If not, it's raised to the ground automatically. Military buildings don't fall like that. Once you see fire, that's it, by the way. The building is dead unless it gets repaired. So... also, a great way of doing it is to deny it to the enemy by... As the enemy approach it, explode the building yourself. And then you can... see, unless they're there's only a few soldiers that can actually build stuff themselves. Wait, what the hell? It's not. They're not going down their own. Fuck that shit. Cannon, get to work. One plus thing is that the enemy is stuck with the same rules as you are, unlike some other games that I've played over the years where the it basically cheats and has unlimited ammunition or unlimited resources. Like Empire Earth, for example, does that. That could be a fun game, but it cheats so badly. Oh, there are cannon, you sons of bitches. I must have stole them at some point and then we... There we are. And there you have it. That's the gist of the game. So now... let's do a campaign. Tutorial campaign. Except that's not a fun one. This is a good one. The age of great geographical discoveries provide great stimulus for piracy and practically revived it. That's not true. Right, so the gist is... where'd the music go? You have landed on northeastern Ireland. Fortunately, it's lean on resources and too small to start a colony here. You should replenish your food and water supplies and continue your quest. An island with deposits of ore. Mineral store best, but probably island southwest of Bermuda. Right. Except we can't build anything because we don't have the resources to build them. So... there's another game. Oh, they did make one other game. They made American Conquest, which I have somewhere. Bad news, Captain. Major door forces are located to the south of here, and Pirate Scourge ran sea to north. Seems about to fight our way through. Well then. I'm gonna take the pirates over the Dutch. Because they should be as hungry as we are. Pirate ship may drop. May I drop dead if these are not Englishmen? Hey, you out there, 'tis your turn to feed the sharks. Jump overboard or we'll fill your guts with lead. Because that's how pirates all talked. And most of them in no way would have been English. Jesus. There we are. You haven't got any upgrades, so... And it makes me want to play with Sid Meier's Pirates or Tropico. Yeah, these are sort of long-range weapons. Shit! Well, Tanya does not rule the waves, it seems. Four sent to the pirates, 10,000 gold. Or 1,000 gold. Great. So we have one really fucked up ship. And a bunch of helpless... Thing is, I don't need the pirates' gold right now. Alright, let's land here and have a look. Heave. Of any stone, huh? So we have to find some stone. Be quicker if we send these out here. God, they don't make these levels easy, do they? Well. Damn it, we should have gone down south. Fuck it, I'm gonna try and take these motherfuckers out. Come on, it's just a yacht. Yeah. I could read that room pretty damn well. Not any stone. Right. Okay, so now we'll head down south and do this. Not fully properly coded, is it, when you think about it? Yep. Oh, I'm not gonna even try this one. Okay, so Guessing the pirates are the ones that we have to deal with. Is he gonna get away with them? Nope. Okay. One. Fuck you, pirates. On. Those numbers go down, man. Those aren't rookie numbers. Okay, so we got gold. Right. We're doing better than we were last time. Now we will head down here in between this channel and if you're wondering why I'm not cheating, I cheated on the random mission just because I kind of regret it too. On the simple grounds that I forgot just how the economy works in this. There we are. All of you stop here. And you go down. Is this the way down to the channel? Well, the AI will plot its course. I used to play this all... Uh-oh. No. Fuck me. Pox, it is so awkward. Alright. Let's stick to the far north and just... Jesus. Oh no! Even remotely funny, man. Alright. Alright, fuck it. bucket. Yeah! Alright ladies, this is going to be your new home. Build Big Ben literally here. Like all good Englishmen, I cheat. Oh, that's something I don't remember. They actually do run out of trees. Do your best to build a market as soon as possible. Construct a gear. Yeah. Wish they'd auto build or something. There. Oh, they'll be able to guard my island should anything happen. Not much need for land forces in this, but you might find something. $500 gold. Sink Dutch battleships, which prevent us from trading in the colony of Ireland, patrolling the waters east of our island. I'm very curious to see what island they expected me to reach with 3 ships. Oh yeah. Got what they want to throw down with? Okay, they're doing that. Oh yeah, the thing about Canada is that for the most part, other cannon can't really hurt them. Not quite sure why. I'll leave those two to slaughter each other for no particular reason. Then again, what is war if not mindless slaughter? Wait a minute, isn't there a Final Fantasy? Yeah, it's like Final Fantasy 15 or something. Oh snap. Our ships are better. Nice. That Dutchman's face was very, not good. Whoa. Well, that was unfortunate. Only about something like, say, a battleship. Whoa! Thud, 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 thud. I'll let him work away, 'cause I want to build another one of those motherfuckers. Like, say, by another one, I mean like another 10. Eventually they upgrade in one of the DLCs to Ship of the Line. It's a majestic looking motherfucker. They won the duel. Oh yeah, every once in a while you need to bring your ships back in. In reality, nope. There it is. We now know where you are. And we outnumber you 3-1 and you're already down there. We're gonna outnumber you a little bit more than that. Okay. The sequel to this tried to add 3D to it, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a disaster. It gave a really cool sort of map you could play on. That was very, very Risk-like. But, oh god, it was bad. It was bad. Okay. So I think the Napoleon one is where it peaked. It was also the last game I ever bought in Electronic Boutique. Back when it was called Electronic Boutique. It's called EB now, isn't it? Now, where did this motherfucker go? There he is. Down. Now I'm French colony build. You have worked hard in the beginning and deserve a good rest. A good rest. Nice. Before I continue though, map. No? Damn. Sir, the English government negotiate. Alright. I'm not going to. I think I was bitten last night by something. Itchy leg is itchy. I'm sure that's absolutely terrible for it, but there you have it. Alright, I'm going to go off now and do something else. Might as well get my workout out of the way. I will be back at a later date to wrap up today's streaming with something. I'm not quite sure what. I still have Fear to get through, but I also might play also might play New Vegas instead. Anyway, I will be back later. Anyone who watches this in the future, thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, remember to give a thumbs up. If not, a thumbs down. Comment. If not already, subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you have not already. And I will be back. I'll be back someday soon. Someday soon today. Bye.